Welcome to Cornerstone Horsemanship. I'm Greta Cummings.
And I'm Sheri Billings. And you remember from last week we talked about we've made it through a full year of videos.
We have.
So we're going to start from the beginning.
Okay.
What was the first video we ever did last year?
I looked it up, and the first video we did last year was how to properly tie a rope halter.
So that's very appropriate because we have a lot of young horses in here under training, and it's so important to be able to tie these halters correctly.
It is. So shall we show them how it's done?
Sure. So how we like to make sure that we have our rope halters tied correctly is with all of our students and all the kids that come in and out of here, we kind of come up with a little bunny ear. So we come around the horse's neck and come through the center of the bunny ear. And then we pull back to the saddle and around to the back of the ear on top of the bunny's head and then through the bunny hole that it creates. And then we just take the tails and kind of tuck it in there and make it nice and neat.
Well, that's pretty cool. Bunny's ear, bunny's head.
Yes.
So why is it important to make sure it's tied like this and not above the bunny ear?
Yeah, so often I see, it's very common, because this is not an easy thing. People just tie it like this, like a straight knot. Well, if there's any kind of pressure, this knot gets tighter and tighter and tighter. There's no way we can get that untied.
So you mean if a horse does something like this,
so we have Esther now over here, untied, and she got over her little tantrum that she had. There was a little bit of noise on the other side of the barn, which she didn't know what it was, and she reacted. So common for horses to react. This is why it's important to have your halter tied correctly. If you can tell by the camera, this is super duper tight. She had her whole body up against it, so she got it as tight as possible. If it was tied in just a regular knot like I showed just before the incident, we would probably have to cut the halter off. But since we have it tied correctly, you take your thumb and you push on this ear, the bunny's ear, to loosen it. Like that. Then, because we can push that ear back, that gives us now some loose rope to feed it through. And now I can get her untied and out of her halter. So we just saved a really good halter.
yeah, so that's why it's important to tie them correctly. May the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you,
And the horses you ride,
from our barn to yours.